Fishing.
Well, we're gonna do some fishing today, right?
Yeah. Candace is a very beautiful woman.
Hey there, welcome back to another video. We're catching up with Natalie today, and if you didn't see my last video on her, I suggest you go check that out. I will leave a link down in the description below. So when we last left Natalie and Josh, they were having a calm and rational discussion about where their relationship was going.
I come here, you sleep with me, and after you tell me, bye! For me, sex is serious. Piece of
It is really good to see an excellent example of calm and clear communication. So Natalie is back in Florida and she's catching her friends up on how everything went with Josh, and we learn that they didn't use protection.
Good for you.
Guilty.
Good for you.
Was it protected sex?
No.
That was stupid.
And not only that, but Natalie is in serious need of a sex ed course.
Do you think you could be pregnant?
From one night? No. Can I? I don't think so. No.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
So you guys tell me in the comments what you think. Is Natalie just unaware that you can get pregnant no matter how many times you have sex? Or do you think she's low-key trying to trap Josh? Because I'm wondering, because, you know, she really wants a baby and, you know, the clock is ticking. So I think there's a possibility. So it's been about 2 weeks since the big blowout fight, and Josh seems to still want to be on the show. I'm sorry. I mean, he still misses Natalie and wants to make their relationship work. So he calls her up, and Natalie says she just can't be mad at him.
This feeling that he gives me kills all negative emotions. It's just chill pill. Josh is my chill pill.
For me, sex is serious. Piece of
So Josh ends up inviting her out to Arizona, which is where he actually lives with his family, and says he wants to introduce her to them. But I feel like neither one of them is really addressing what happened, and they're just kind of glossing over it and more or less pretending that it didn't happen. And I'm pretty sure this is going to lead to problems later on. So Natalie makes it to Arizona, and in the car, Josh gives her some upsetting news.
I got you a place to stay in Scottsdale.
I'm gonna have a BF.
Wait, hey, what's a BF?
She's gonna have a bitch fit! You better get out of here! I am gonna.
So Natalie was under the assumption that she would be staying in his home while she was in Arizona. But according to Josh, his daughter stays with him full time when he's there. So he knows his ex-wife wouldn't be comfortable with Natalie staying there. If this is true, I personally find this very reasonable. Natalie and Josh aren't even exclusive yet, and they're already off to a pretty rocky start. So not introducing her right off to his young daughter is the smart move, in my opinion, no matter how Natalie feels about it.
I feel like he's not ready to share his life with me. So he's kind of hiding me from his house.
So even though I think Josh is making the right decision, Natalie is clearly pissed about this, and she is trying her best to be on her best behavior.
I'm afraid I will explore tomorrow.
So Josh comes and picks her up the next day to go meet with his ex-wife and son. And he doesn't make it super clear, in my opinion, but he's definitely trying to imply that him and his ex-wife are very close. He still considers her family even after all this time. And if her and Natalie can't get along, there's probably no future for their relationship.
I've known Candace since she was 18 years old. We have a long past, and it's not gonna go away.
Deal with it.
So they get to the dock, and Candace, his ex-wife, is gorgeous, and Natalie is pissed.
I'm so angry. I wear a black t-shirt, not sexy. And his ex, who comes naked.
So Natalie is pretty clearly angry and intimidated by Candace, in my opinion, because, you know, she's just trying to make small talk, and she just all right off the bat starts being offish.
You have a lot of tattoos?
Sure.
What's your problem?
You don't want to show it?
No, she's fine.
So Natalie is clearly not having fun with the fishing. She is being somewhat of a good sport, I'll say. But yeah, she's definitely not enjoying herself.
Gets back up here.
So you get a fish
What
on
is
there.
the logic?
The logic is to catch a fish. But keep casting it.
And how long do we wait?
No, so this one, you cast it and then you bring it back in until you catch one.
Okay. It's a stupid thing, sit in a desert and fish.
So Candace and Natalie end up having a private conversation, and Natalie's asking Candace why they broke up, and she says that they were just better as friends, and then she reminds her that they still are very close and asked if that's a problem, and of course Natalie lies out her ass.
Is that a problem for you?
No, no.
Other girls have had issues. She is a liar. Usually dates girls that are younger, just a different look. That's all.
Okay, I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think. Was Candace just being petty in saying this? Or is she being honest? You know, maybe a little too honest. I personally do think she was being just a little bit petty, kind of in a defense mechanism from Natalie being so offish on the boat. You know, Natalie isn't really giving her much of a chance, in my opinion. Even though Natalie is hurt by what Candace said, it finally gives her the push to tell Josh exactly what she wants and expects. So it's Natalie's last day in Arizona, and they go on one last date. They go hiking, just those two together, and Natalie finally tells him exactly what she wants.
I want to have your baby.
I want to have a family eventually. I want to be a mom.
I do want to give Natalie a little bit of credit here because she kind of started off the date, like before he got there, real agitated. And I feel like it would have been very easy for her to just explode on him again. But she didn't. She calmly said, you know, and that she wanted to be a mother. She wants to have a family of her own. And is that something he's interested in?
It's not out of the question, you know, but I don't know. It's not yes, it's not no.
Okay.
I need to make
And I
sure
said
that
no.
I have
Okay,
time and
fine.
attention to have that in my life.
Oh, now I see. Now I get it.
So we all agree that Josh obviously doesn't want any more kids, right? What I'm actually getting from this personally is that he's only open to it and it might accidentally happen and not necessarily planning another child, or maybe even necessarily planning another child with her. So, you know, she hasn't made the best impression. So they go back to the Airbnb, and Josh says he does want to continue seeing her, but he doesn't want all the ups and downs.
And I want to keep going with you. But I mean, I just don't want to keep going, like, you know, on a loop-de-loop.
So they both decide to leave things on a high note. They both need to do some thinking, and Natalie doesn't seem super happy with this decision, but she is accepting of it, and there are no fireworks.
On the other hand, I was upset. I told him what I want. He needs to think.
Even though I don't agree with the way Natalie has handled the majority of this relationship, I can understand her need to find out very early on whether they want to have kids and what they want out of that relationship, because she is almost 40 and she admitted to us earlier that in her previous marriage, not with Mike, but the one in Ukraine, they had fertility issues, and she even went through what I assume is IVF by the way she described it. So her chances of having a child are very slim. So she needs to kind of get on that ball if it's going to happen. Okay, so that's all I have for you today, guys. So if you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I do want to give a shout out. We officially made it over 500 subscribers. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. You know, if I obviously love 90 days. If there's anything else you guys are interested in me covering or making videos on, just leave a suggestion down in the comments and I'll take a look and see if it tickles my fancy. All right, guys, I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.